everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and we've got a fun little pickup video for you guys. So I went to Big Lots, and when I went there, apparently they had switched where it was, so it kind of freaked me out for a second. I thought, oh shit, did they get rid of the Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. And no. So I looked around, I couldn't find it, so I asked a lady there that worked there, and she said, "Yeah, oh, it's moved over to here." So she showed me where it was, and I was super excited. But the first thing you see is the DVDs, and I was like, "Oh shit, are there Blu-rays still left?" And of course, if you go on the other side, there's Blu-rays, and there's a ton of Blu-rays. Like most of them I don't have. So I just pretty much picked the movies that I wanted the most. And I think I'll be back probably in September, October to pick up more, whenever it is where we'll have the pickup videos that you know, uh extra pickup like extra Friday or whatever for the weekend or for the week for the month. Um I'm sorry, my brain is just whatever. Anyway, this is the pickup video for my Big Lots haul. And I got five movies for 22 bucks total, which is pretty good. I was gonna put one of them back, and actually the one I was gonna put back was actually the first one I'm gonna show off. But I decided to put it back on because it was only like $5 more, and I was just like, sure, why not? So 22 instead of like 18, I think it would have been. So, yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. But here's the first one is Bull Durham. And as I said, this is the first one I was going to put back because there was a couple copies of it, so I felt like it wasn't going to go away anytime soon, maybe, but I was then like, you know what? Just put it on there. And well, you only live once, right? And everything. So I decided to put that on there, and there you go. Bull Durham, um, a classic, film by with Kevin Costner and Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins, Robert Wool, Trey Wilson, written and directed by Ron Shelton. It doesn't look like it has any special features, so it's kind of a bummer. Um, but maybe it does and it's just not listed. Orion put this out. I remember so I've been watching these videos on studios and stuff and how they existed, what happened, why they don't exist anymore, that kind of thing. So Bull Durham. Next is a Alicia Silverstone movie starring also Benicio del Toro. I forgot he was in this movie. And Christopher Walken, Jack Thompson, Nicholas Turturro, and Harry Connick Jr. Directed by Marco Brambilla. Yeah, I don't know anybody else, but yeah, it is Excess Baggage. And I remember this movie, and I remember it being pretty bad. But I always like to pick up bad movies, bad Hollywood movies, to talk about for Hollywood knockbusters and stuff. And I do remember like it was bad, but a lot of people still liked it for whatever reason, probably because that that right there is the reason, Alicia Silverstone. Oh, she is so gorgeous. She's still so gorgeous. If you've seen her, I watched her little Instagram or TikToks or whatever it was, and it was like these videos where she's going in her garden and stuff, and she talks about gardening on her things, and then she talks about being single, and I'm like, why is this chick still single? Holy cow. Why hasn't somebody picked her up yet? Um, but she's so beautiful, and she was so beautiful then and now and everything. Oh, I just love her. All right, after that, I picked up this is an alphabetical order if you haven't realized. So I started with B, then E, and now I'm on F. And that is Friday, the original Friday movie with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. And I actually met I have a funny story about this. It's kind of a I don't know if this is a great story to talk about or not, but Tiny Lister, who played Devo, I think, in this in Friday, he was at a horror convention And my buddy Stro, he's a because they're both wrestlers, so they knew each other. I did not know Tiny Lister was a wrestler or whatever, but they both knew each other. And so Stro was like, "Hey, let's go talk to, Em." And I was like, "Okay, I've never met him. Like, this is kind of cool." So I tried talking to him in the middle of him eating. Very bad mistake. He kind of growled at me, and I was like, "Oops, sorry." And ever since then, I don't know if he's passed away since, sadly, but I don't know if he ever liked me or whatnot, and I kind of always felt sorry for that. So sorry, Tiny. Um, he is not tiny. It's so funny when you have like these guys, Tiny Lister or Little John, and they're like big guys, or whatever. That's the whole point, is like they're not little, or whatever. But anyway, Friday is a classic film. It's the movie that everybody got like, bye Felicia, you know. I actually even know a woman named Felicia. Whenever she says her name, people go, bye Felicia, and she'll be like, bye, and she had no idea. I don't think anybody's ever told her that that was from the movie Friday. That she needs to see it. All right. Next is a little movie. That was already on Hollywood Knockbusters. Get this, it was already on Hollywood Knockbusters. I had it on DVD with like a three pack with like two other movies. And I only had it on DVD. I did not have it on Blu-ray. And I saw it for like $5, $6, whatever it was, and it was so well worth it, honestly. To have, even though it's a pretty bad movie, and well, let's talk about it real quick. It's My Father the Hero, and it is not a movie that would be made today at all. Like, this would be so bad today. Uh, Basically, it's about this father. If you've ever seen it, it's about this father from France who comes to visit her daughter and take her on a vacation. They haven't seen each other in a while. It's kind of estranged. And she's a 14-year-old girl, and she doesn't know, you know, anything better. Like, she doesn't know. She's kind of, I mean, she's a smart girl, but she's not too smart, not too bright. It's Katherine Heigl, and she decides, for some reason, she lies and tells this guy that she likes that that's not her father, that's her lover. So the whole time there gets this mix up, everybody on the island thinks that's her lover, older lover, and it gets like this very gross kind of connotation with it. There's a scene where he's singing a song about like, I love little girls, and it's a very sweet song about loving a daughter, and it's taken to this like really gross, in fact, people start leaving and stuff, and it's just something you would just not do. And the worst part is he goes along with it once he finds out. Like, he's okay with saying that for his daughter's sake. No, 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 no. So me and my friend Dustin, we reviewed this and we were like, no, 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 no. That would not fly today at all, nor in that time period even would they do stuff like this. Like, it was just so ridiculous. My Father Hero. Once again, I don't think it has any special features, which kind of sad. I would have loved to hear director commentary, especially. I would love to do like see as I wish like Kino would be able to release a who put this out? Mill Creek. I wish Kino would be able to release a Blu-ray or 4K of it and have Steve Miner, the director, talk about this movie a little bit, because and kind of at least explain sort of the thought back then, the thought process. Or if I ever got the chance to chat with them, it's probably a question I'd be asking. It's like, what was going through your guys' mind when you made My Father the Hero? Because it was originally a French movie, and then they starring Gerard Depardieu, who's in this, and then it kind of they did it for America, and maybe in France it's different, and things are not as taken as, like, everything is more comedic, but like I don't know. Like I remember loving this as a kid. Watching it as an adult is a little weird. I still sort of have a because I think because my mind still focuses on the good, like that I still actually don't mind this movie. So when I suggest buying it, if you're like if you love like if this is a movie that you loved back in the day, I would definitely recommend it. But honestly, this is not for somebody who's like looking for a new movie that they've never seen before. This to me is a nostalgia movie, and and I had a big crush on Katherine Heigl back then. I got to, she was in like Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, and she was in a bunch of other stuff before being in like Knocked Up and I think Grey's Anatomy and things like that. But like this was some movie that like made me like go, "Ooh, who's that girl?" And I was young then. I mean, this is like 93. I was younger than her. She was 14. I was probably like 3 years younger. So like 2 or 3 years younger. So I, I watched it like having a crush on that older chick who was hot. So last but not least, definitely not least, I've been wanting this for a while, just never took the bite. And you'll see what it is. It's Shark Night. It's a shark movie. Directed by the guy who did The Final Destination and Snakes on a Plane. David R. Ellis, who has sadly passed away. It stars Sarah Paxton, Dustin Milligan, Chris Carmack, Catherine McPhee, Donald Logue, Joshua Leonard, and Joel David Moore. Um, yeah, I don't know any of the writers or anybody, but David R. Ellis is definitely somebody who I feel like you know, is a good director. And I remember seeing this movie. I think I own it on DVD, and I saw it years ago. But I would love to. I wanted to own it and take a look at it again and stuff, and have it on Blu-ray. I wanted to own it on Blu-ray because I didn't have it on Blu-ray yet. So yep, that was it. That's my final one of the movies, and I am extremely excited about this. I can't wait to watch some of these movies again. I don't know. I want to see how pretty my father the hero is, because they did have some really good like locations, like the island that they shot on was really good looking and stuff. So I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I'll be back with I think next week we'll be back to, because it'll be September. So I think it's going to be eBay movies and stuff. And I haven't even recorded that yet because not all of the eBay movies have come in. But I'm really excited about that. Like they're eBay slash, yeah, I think they're all eBay movies. And so I'm really excited about that. And then um what else? Yeah, and then the next one after that goes back to Restore, and uh then second no, yeah, Restore, Second and Charles, and Goodwill. So I love doing these. I love doing them ahead of time so I get them knocked out and get them already uploaded for you guys. And I'm really excited. So I can't wait. I will definitely be back to that Big Lots at some point, and see if there's any more stuff, or if there's and the stuff that they have, like I said, a lot of it is stuff I don't own. So I want to buy a lot of that stuff. So I'm down with getting more stuff. It's just picking the stuff I want right now. Like excess baggage. Yeah, I've been seeing stuff for it for a while. I think it was even on Tubi at one point, and I just haven't like clicked on it and everything and watched it. So now I have it on Blu-ray. A lot of these I may do for the Blu-ray Hunter review show, because why not? So until then, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.